check this out. It's a little architrave clamp, but it can also be used as a curtain rail. Boom. Bob's your uncle. This panel here, the big one in the middle, is fixed. This doesn't open. So in my quest to have all of the rooms double glazed by the end of the year, this is the trickiest one, the biggest one.
Just trying to make our temporary living room, you know, livable.
So things are a little disruptive, Jess.
Yeah, so we've ripped out all of our storage. There's now no storage because we took out both wardrobes in the 2 rooms. Now we've taken out all the storage in the hallway. We've got one small cupboard in the office. This is what living in a renovation feels like.
And this is our living room, so this was our first bedroom. That's why there's a bed there. And the reason that's our living room is because this is our living room. The beam, we started the beam process. You might have already seen us doing the foundations for that beam. Well, now we're doing the actual timber work for the beam.
It's a funny vibe in here with all this like pink.
Yeah, what do you think of it?
I kind of like it. Hear me out. It's hideous, but I don't know. There's something sort of fun about it. Makes me think, how can we incorporate colour into our house at the end without it being, you know, as intense as this, but still being kind of fun. We're not interior designers, but we know what we like. We should show everyone the bedroom. So this is our bedroom that we've been renovating. We haven't actually shown everyone the final product because it's not really finished. Hey, Scotty B.
Exactly. This is our old bed. We've had this for years, so we just tucked that in. I don't know if it goes with the room or not. And that is an old cabinet that we bought for the office in an apartment that we lived in. But this is the best that we can do currently. We're going to build a wardrobe across there.
And it's all going to be the same colour.
What do you think about the pink, Jess? How do we get to the pink?
I think the last thing that we showed on the channel was as we were plastering and painting, and this is ultimately the colour that we went for. We had a bunch of images on Pinterest that we liked. I sent them to Dulux, who have supplied all of our paint, and I said, please just pick a colour. And this is what they picked. And when we first painted it, I was like, oh my god, it's pink.
The left is definitely more pink. What do you think?
Yeah, I wonder if it's not as pink as we think though. But actually, it's really grown on me. And at night time, it's more kind of a
warmer
chill
colour.
kind of terracotta. But we really like it, and it goes well with the flooring. It's useful being tall.
They call me stretch.
Stretch.
On a lot of building sites.
Stretch.
Hey, stretch!
So yeah, this is our temporary curtain, an old bed sheet. We're hoping that the new ones will arrive. We ordered them in October. We're hoping that they arrive by Christmas. But the main differences that we've made to this room versus what was here before is insulation, and this window is double glazed.
It is so warm, cozy and quiet in here. We'll have the heating off now. Great temperature in here while we're sleeping, and then we'll go out in the living room in the morning and it's freezing. We have to turn the heating on. Yeah, which is awesome because we're going to do the same thing into every room in this house. And we're really thankful to Dulux for providing the paint and giving us guidance. I'm really happy with it. This room's cool.
Happy?
Welcome back.
It's nice to be here. It's not raining today.
I know. You know, you're going to get some street cred for using a hand plane.
Oh, hand planes are great.
You excited about the double glazing, Jess?
Super excited. And Scott told you like how excited he got when you first did our room.
Yeah.
And we had the condensation. Like he went out to the living room and was like filming all the condensation in the living room, and then filming in our room. Like there's none.
Look at that.
Just gonna...
Here we go. That's it.
While you're in there, Tim, feel free to clean the other ones.
do these small ones later, but that was a big help, having Tim on board there. Let's have a look at what floor we have in the living room. What do you think?
I think that this part of the floor is beautiful, but it doesn't match the rest of the flooring, which is like this kind of white pine. But I reckon this is Matai?
Looks like Matai or
Yeah,
Rimu.
I don't think it's Rimu. It's got too much of a, it's got like a greenish hue.
Yeah. One thing that I may or may not have said in a previous episode is this house has been extended before. Right here was the old external wall. Now we know that because of the plans, it says on the property file, but we also know that because the neighbor at the back, he did the extension in the 70s. He's like in his 80s now, and he built a lot of the houses in this area, and he extended our house. That's why the floor is different. So it is different, it's definitely different. The yellow stuff is the same stuff that we have in the bedroom, which means it's the majority of the house. But I think the yellow stuff isn't bad. Like I like it, I think it's all right. I think it's just the two-tone that's a problem. What do you think?
I don't like the pine looking one as much as this beautiful Matai flooring. What I think is Matai. It's so beautiful, it's got so much texture, depth of colour. Like the cost to try and make the match, whether it be like ripping up all this beautiful Matai and matching it with the not as cool kahikatea maybe, or trying to match the Matai, that is just too expensive. I think we just have to accept it.
Live with what we have, I think.
Have a two-toned timbers.
But it'll be part of the story of the house.
It's called character.
Character building.
Patina?
So that's what we've been up to. It's a bit of an update video. We're trying to get all the bedrooms double glazed before the end of the year. We're ripping the living room apart. We're trying to decide what to do with the flooring. Ultimately, we want that whole area opened up, hopefully into the front yard, before Christmas. But we've also been doing the garden behind the scenes. The evolution of the garden, we had to pull out all those big yuccas and other tree stumps that were there. I didn't film much of it, but we basically scraped everything out of the way and put all this compost down, and Jess has been planting a whole bunch of stuff. So much better.
We have a veggie garden.
Yeah.
Now we just have to hope everything actually grows. We've got tomatoes, capsicums, spinach, fennel, borage, artichokes. We've got artichokes. I'm really hoping that they grow. This is so much better than what it was.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. We have these all over the property, right up against the house.
All those roots, trunks, yuccas. Yuccas are crazy. Pulling that up was nuts.
There's this yucca stump here. It's about 1 metre in diameter. It was so hard to pull out that wee one. We're not doing this. We're going to have to pay someone. And my flower seeds that I flung in here, most of what's grown has been weeds, but you can see a few poppies, and a few poppies have popped up. So it's actually coming up to almost a year since we moved in here. And when we look back on what this place, the house and the garden looked like when we first moved in to how it looks now, I think we've done well.
Bit of a difference, yeah.
We've still got heaps to do, but we've done a lot.
There's going to be another episode. The next episode will be at the start of next week. So stay tuned for that, just a couple of days. We're going to be pulling that living room apart for the new beam. It's all very exciting.
It's very exciting.